Opinions and stories around the game we love, told by your favorite storytellers. Stay up to date with all things cricket. Subscribe to Cricbuzz's YouTube channel and press that bell icon now.
Pant's rise as a match winner in Test cricket has coincided with a dip in form in white ball cricket. Is there a reason for this? Does he need to do anything differently in ODIs? First of all, Harsha, do the numbers support this hypothesis? Is it what has happened, is what Shantanu was saying?
You know, every time you see a free-stroking batsman, like Rishabh Pant is, you think the white ball game will be his strongest suit. Remember what Sehwag told David Warner? All those shots that you play in Test cricket, they're all fours. Whereas in ODIs and T20, they're not fours, so keep playing that. It used to be said of Sehwag, and DK has played with him, so he's better placed to answer it. I've seen it from a distance. Sometimes you got the impression with Sehwag that when he got into white ball cricket, he was trying to play faster than Sehwag. Initially, that's the impression you got. That if he just played his natural game, he'd be fine. I sometimes wonder whether the different ebbs and flows, whether Rishabh Pant has quite mastered those. He's batting at number 4, which means he's got to be the master of the 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, pick the boundary. So I just wonder whether the different ebbs and flows, whether he's mastered it yet. I think he's fine in T20, he's fine in Test cricket. And there was a suggestion that you bat him at 6 so that he's free to play a certain form of the game. But can you imagine? There's no other left-hander. So there's, there's Shikhar in this case. But that's just the impression I have from the outside. DK has seen Sehwag, he knows Rishabh better. But I just wonder whether the pattern of playing at number 4 in ODI cricket is a bit different.
DK?
Yeah, I think for a start with Sehwag, you got to understand when the bowler bowls in Test cricket, he's looking to get his wicket. So he doesn't mind getting hit for boundaries. On the flip side, when you play white ball cricket, the mindset is completely different. They don't want to get hit for boundaries. So the way the lengths that they bowl is slightly different. The kind of fields that they set is very different. But the batsman wants to still do the same thing. So, that's where it's a bit contradictory. And that's why probably Sehwag wasn't as good an ODI player as a Test player he was, as effective. Because he was somebody who wasn't scared to play shots that was aerial. Because the bowler's length was slightly behind, he wasn't able to do the same thing. Whereas in Test cricket, they bowl slightly fuller to nick him off and get him LBW. But that played right into Sehwag's hands. That's why towards the end of his career, you would get a spinner coming at pretty early and then kept a spread out field. And still he would go for that big shot. Sometimes connect, sometimes not. And that's what happened in the fag end of his career when they figured out, it's hard bowling to Sehwag with these kind of placid wickets where there's no seam movement and pitching it up. I just feel that when it comes to Rishabh Pant, I don't think he's understood ODI cricket for himself as well as he's understood T20 and Test cricket. I think in ODI cricket, you need to mix both to an extent, which he will understand. I think he is somebody, the good thing about the fact that they seem to like Pant and they'll back him and they'll keep giving him those opportunities. He has enormous talent. We have seen what he can do even with fielders on the boundary line. So that's always going to play into his hands in terms of getting opportunities. And he has the potential to take on an attack. The key is when he comes into the wicket is what we spoke last time. How is he going to rotate strike without wasting balls? That's the one thing he needs to move. In T20, the spinners and the fast bowlers are happy to give him a single. So then it's easier to take a single. Whereas in ODI cricket, they won't give you a single easily. So that's the difference there. So it's a question of understanding how to do it.